Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. Hope you're all doing well and having a great week. If you are a new viewer to this YouTube channel and you haven't done so already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. It's much appreciated and it shows your support for the content that I do, and it really does help. And also, don't forget to like this video as well. Make sure you click the thumbs up on the video and click the bell so you are notified when I go live on the channel or when I upload a new video. But today I am going to give my thoughts and reaction to the Andrew Webster interview done with Martin Devlin. For those of you who don't know who Martin Devlin is, I'm sure a lot of New Zealand viewers know who he is, but he is a Kiwi radio broadcaster. He's been in the media for many years, but so he did a chat with the current New Zealand Warriors head coach in Andrew Webster. If you guys haven't seen it already, make sure you go and check that out on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description down below. It is an audio interview, so go and give that one a listen. But what was asked in the interview by Martin Devlin was some great questions. I thought they were great questions, and I thought that Andrew Webster answered them very honestly and open as well. And he was asked quite a few good questions in itself. And one of those questions, the first one, was in regards to the players' attitude, because we know that this year it looked like the players' attitudes weren't really on, and apparently, we had Stacey Jones as well as Jazz Tavanga, even question the players' attitudes on the field. And Andrew Webster wasn't there when that happened this year, so he actually answered it pretty well. He said, if players have bad attitudes, he won't tolerate that, and I think having a good attitude on the field is really important as well. So I thought he opened that answer pretty well into that question. And then he was also mentioning how there's no excuses, because next year the club's given him a good structure around to work with in terms of facilities, as well as the fact that obviously the team's at home back in New Zealand. But he does mention as well that obviously because of the last couple of years, the differences of being away has been tough as well. And he also talked about the importance of the pathways. So the pathways being such a crucial element, because when Andrew Webster was at Penrith, the Panthers had plenty of pathways and structures in place, and you can see how much success that they were having. So the Warriors haven't had pathway structure for a long time because of COVID, and having that pathways is so important with the SG Ball Cup side and the New South Wales Cup team there as well. So, he says how much he's looking forward to having that sort of platform to work with. But then he also mentions as well the style of play, and talks about the suitable way of how to go about the way they attack, as well as the way they defend. And he says how important, we all know how important that defence is to winning premierships, or having good runs in finals. So what he said, I personally think overall, I think he said a lot of things perfectly in that interview. And there was an interview question as well by Martin Devlin asking in regards to why he chose the Warriors and why he didn't stay at Penrith. He spoke very openly and passionate about he wanted to come take on the challenge of being the Warriors coach. Obviously what does help is he has been at the Warriors before, so he knows a bit about the club in the past. But what he says has been pretty much well said. And look, I gotta say, I'm not someone who likes to get hyped and overexcited in regards to a off-season chat, because in the past when I've gotten a bit excited over off-season chat, it often comes back to biting. And we know that we generally, as Warriors fans, do get hyped up quite a bit. Things are going to change, and it doesn't. We know that. But I think what Andrew Webster's, come on board, give his intentions well there, what he wants to do and improve his club moving forward. And what's going to be interesting next year, it really is. It's going to be really very interesting to see how he goes about it. And look, I wish him nothing but success, and hopefully he can take this team to being a consistent side, a top 8 side, and maybe in the future, who knows, maybe contending for a premiership, because that's all what we want to see as a Warriors fan. Instead of just making the 8 every year, we want to see us contend for premierships, be a top 4 side. But I think it's going to take a lot of time. I mean, as Warriors fans, I know we get impatient. I know we want to see success straight away, because we're a team that are sick of, we're fans that are sick of seeing us, keep falling every year, keep being a team that's just not consistent. But look, I think Andrew Webster has the capability to do something. But we'll see what happens. I think next year is going to be a bit of a slow build, and we've just got to believe that. Look, if Andrew Webster starts the season off slow, we can't just go on and say sack Andrew Webster, get him out. I mean, that's not what we can't do. We've got to give him the time. But guys, that's my reaction. That's my thoughts on the Andrew Webster interview. Please go and check it out on YouTube. It's a great listen, very honest, open, well interviewed by Martin Devlin, and well said by Andrew Webster. Go check it out on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, guys. The off season's coming up. It's going to be a quiet off season, but once we hit February, January, and close to the season, the content will start getting up again. So make sure you subscribe, like this video as well. Cheers everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.